I am bipolar 1. Big statement. I was actually diagnosed with bipolar back in 1983, and back then it was manic depression. Sadly my dad was one as well, so I kind of know where it came from. It was progressive, and not having TM, of course, was a huge problem for me, as you can imagine, because I don't believe it would have ever surfaced if I had kept the technique up, but that's in the past. The bottom line is I was diagnosed as a manic depressive. In 1995 they changed the name to bipolar, there or thereabouts. So I think it was cyclothymia, which developed into bipolar 1 and bipolar 2, and then sadly after my mum passed away, it developed into full-blown bipolar 1. And the way it works for me is I take everything, literally everything. It doesn't matter whether a drunk or a perfectly sane or a drug addict or a perfectly normal person says something critical to me, I think it's my fault. And people don't get it. Even I don't get it, but I'm beginning to understand it. The more I get back into the meditation for transcending, the more I understand what's going on. I kind of see myself as a screen, and if the screen is consciousness, then anything that is on that screen of consciousness is just a thing playing itself out. So if somebody says to me, "You're a fool" or whatever, I still feel the pain, but I can let go of it much quicker. The more I go through life, the more I see bipolar 1 or any form of bipolar. Rather than being a disorder, I think it's a gift. And I think we need to see it's a gift. And over the next 30-40 years of my life, I'm going to show you and prove to you that it is a gift. And that if you have bipolar, you're actually an extraordinarily gifted person. That's my message for today. Slán go fóill, William.